Hi, welcome back to Cheyenne, Wyoming Urban Gardener. This is Debbie, and we're in Gardening Zone 5A, 5B in Cheyenne, Wyoming. And, well, the chaos has began. And you can see right now, right here, that I'm getting ready to convert another kiddie pool. That's right, and I'm starting to line it with the containers. That's what I did with my other one, and I can move them around. So if I do have to access them, I shouldn't have any problem getting access to them. So that is the way that I did that one. Now, I did not put any leaves or anything like that in that container, in that kiddie pool, but I have done that with this one, because if you can see, there is quite a bit of size difference. This is a lot larger kiddie pool. This is the next larger size, and it is so deep and so large that I can go ahead and fill it with halfway with just some leaves and small sticks, things like that are in there, so that gives a little bit more depth to it, and I don't have to put quite as much soil into it. So hopefully we'll get about the same amount of soil as we have in the smaller container into this one, but we'll have a lot larger growing space, and those leaves will eventually decompose in there in the sticks and will actually make the soil more rich. And I'm also going to put some worms into this as well, so that helps out with quick decomposing of all of this material, so it's ready for planting once I get the soil on it right away. And I'm actually going to add a little compost to it as well, probably some black cow compost, because I don't make my own compost here on site. I was trying to do that, but it's just such low humidity here. It takes a very, very long time for it to break down, and I need to work on a little bit better area for that. And I do have my grandson out here, so I'm having to pause it every once in a while. My daughter is just about finished with her college education. She will be finished in May, and hopefully I won't be able to or won't be watching him as much as I was. Even though I love watching him and babysitting him, it can be quite trying when I'm trying to get some things done, because he is only 5. So we are working on that right now, and that will be finished hopefully soon with this new kiddie pool. We're going to be having open houses and things like that coming up soon. But anyway, we got that done, and then we also have finished up, and I need to get all this swept up, but we did finish up getting the leaves off of our herb garden, and I noticed quite a few things are coming back. We've got our yellow chamomile right here that is coming up. You can see it's already rather thick. And then we have our white chamomile coming up right here, and there's quite a few of them in there. They're just still a lot smaller than the yellow ones. And then we have our lavender that is already starting to green up over here, and a lot of our thyme is coming back, and I'm going to go ahead and remove this thyme right here, because we are growing different varieties of thyme now. But we will leave this section over here, which runs all the way along that area, and then I'm going to get some more soil in here, because we've had some erosion through the winter, and then I had to try to get some of the sand that had been dumped on my herb garden from the city off of the herb garden, and then I'm going to have to add more soil back into it to try to work that in, and hopefully it won't smother out my lemon balm and things like that that do come back every season. And I had tried to get out a lot of this. There's a purple plant that comes up here that I forget the name of, and I forget it every season, and then I find it again. But it is coming back up. I didn't get all of it back up, get it all out last season. So unfortunately, it is coming back up, and I'll just have to remove it again. And then I need to get the grass out of my 2 patches of decorative oregano. I'm not sure why it's getting so much grass into it, but I need to get in there and get all of that pulled out. I may have to just pull those out completely and replace them with some new varieties, because this is just too much grass. It's very, very difficult to get it out of here. And I've got grass coming into the thyme as well, which I need to eradicate that. But I don't use any type of pesticides or killers on this. So unfortunately, I have to just do it by hand. Because I'm not really sure of a way to get it out of there other than by hand. So we've started doing that, getting all that cleaned up, and Mr. Bill, can you get that piece of plastic right there and get it and put it in the trash that's in the garden? And then, unfortunately, that's what keeps happening. We have a lot of transients that come through this area, and unfortunately, they throw a lot of their trash into our yard, and it blows around and ends up in the garden spaces. But you can see we've started cleaning up quite a bit through here, and we've also done a lot of renovations on the house, new screens, things like that. So a lot of things have been changing around here. And there he goes to throw that away. So, and you can see our little lights did come on. Our lights are still working. So like, subscribe, hit the notification bell for notices on new videos as they come out. And I will show you the finished product on this kiddie pool very soon.